What's happening, people, and welcome back to another video. Today, I want to speak about Bouaddi. Could be on his way to the Premier League. I want to speak about the backroom staff of who've officially left Liverpool, and Stefan Bajcetic returning back from injury. But I do apologise, I haven't done a video for a couple of days because it's with the World Cup being on. It's been a bit dead, and on my channel I just want to bring reality to you. I just don't want to do a video and just no substance beyond the transfer whatsoever. I want to keep my channel real, and I want to bring you the best news possible, not just a random news back off a World Cup. Like, say, for instance, Liverpool will link with a South Korean centre-back from Midlands. I think that's just utter nonsense off the back of a World Cup game. It's just fake journalists trying to clickbait. So I don't want my channel to be something like that. I want to try and bring you the most real information as possible. So I do apologise. But I have been doing watch-alongs on a channel. If you want to go over and watch, I do watch-alongs. I don't do them all. Today I'll be doing the 6 o'clock game, and I think there's a 9 o'clock game. I'll be doing them too, but I won't be doing the 12 o'clock game later because the UFC's on, and the UFC is more important than a World Cup. But if you want to head over to a guy called Liverpool Prophet, he's a top guy. Go over, give him a subscribe. I'm probably be on his channel for the watch longs. If not, I might do the watch longs on my channel. Leave in the comments if you want me to do a watch along on my channel. If not, head over to Liverpool Prophet, give him a subscribe. He's a top guy, and I'll more than likely be on his channel most of the watch alongs that I'm available for. But let's get into the news. But before we get into the news, people, can you just please just like the button and subscribe if you haven't already? Like I always say, it costs nothing, and it just helps build the channel up, and bring you along to hopefully a good title winning journey next season. Who knows? But yeah, people, if you just like the button and subscribe, it just costs nothing, and it just helps my video get out there. But let's get started. So let me share the screen for you. Which one is it? Here we go. Let me get it on the screen for you. Right. This is regarding Bouaddi, and it is Liverpool have held direct contact for Ayyoub Bouaddi. They've had meetings with the agent player Arsenal as well. That's by Fabrizio Romano on YouTube. On that, I haven't watched the YouTube. I haven't seen it. I come across it this morning when I'd done the watch along on Liverpool Prophet's channel. But I really highly rate the player. I think he is going to become one of the best defensive midfielders in the next 5 years. But the only issue I have is it just pure nonsense PR spin once again off the back of a World Cup game, because Morocco played Brazil yesterday, and where was all these talks before the game? All the talks with Bouaddi is because, for me, he played in the World Cup yesterday, and I didn't watch it, but I got told that he has a decent game. But I would do everything in my power to bring him in at the club. He's only 18. His composure, his passing, his power, his reading of the game, he's just gonna be world class. And at only 18, and then he could become homegrown. So, and for me, his levels above your Adam Wharton's, potential wise, he's above your Adam Wharton's, your Alex Scott's. Um, I'll put him up there, just below, but there's not much in it between him and Zaire Emery from PSG. But for me, I'd be absolutely made up if we signed him. I would go if his price is around the same as Scott and Wharton's. I'd go all out for him. But something in my mind's just telling me, is it just lazy journalists? Is it? I hope it's not, because he's a fantastic player and I love him at my club. But where was all this talk? Why is all this talk only coming out now off the back of Morocco playing in the World Cup? Where was this energy for him, or these alleged contact talks before he played in the World Cup? That's just my only issue and statements on it. But Bouaddi, he's gonna be he's a generational talent. I think from what I read, it's gonna be around. I think Lille want 70 to 80 million, and for me, if you're gonna pay 70, 80 million for Alex Scott or Adam Wharton, this kid is completely worth it. I know it could be English tax, but at the age of 18, and he could become homegrown because he's only 18, and he fit the homegrown quota in a couple of years. I think I think everyone's going to be chasing him. I heard PSG are chasing him, but PSG don't want him midfield at the moment, which is understandable. I think if someone like Fabian Ruiz moves on, I think he could take the throne, because he's got every attribute and to reach them levels of Vitinhas and João Neves, in my opinion. But that's my opinion on it. I don't know. I hope it's true, but I've got something in my mind what's telling me it's just lazy journalism, because there's no talk of this when Morocco wasn't playing. It's all coming out now because he's played in the World Cup, and Morocco played yesterday for me. But moving on to other news. Sorry, people. Get it up. It's about regarding the bathroom stuff. Backroom stuff. That's that one. Let's get it on the screen for you. Let me put myself here. And it is Liverpool have confirmed the departures of Spike Husselov, Ruben Peters and Giovanni Van Bronckhorst from the coaching staff, which when I seen this, I was made up, because especially Giovanni Van Bronckhorst and Spike Husselov have been absolutely horrendous coaching since Arne Slot took over. And I'm happy that the club are ripping everything up and starting from scratch, because for me, I don't like it when managers get sacked, and some bathroom staff stay. I don't think that's good for the club. I think the situation we were in from last season, the situation we was from last season, I think the season we had, which we were all entitled to opinions, but my opinion was he had a worse season than what Roy Hodgson had, and I just don't like it when we've had a season like we did last season and some bathroom staff stay at the club. I don't like it myself. So I'm really happy that shit show what they were under Arne Slot, and they're partly to blame for the results and the performances last season. So for me, I'm made up that they've gone. They deserve to go, and I'm glad that the club is ripping everything up what Slot created, and creating a new force and a new backroom staff. But leave your thoughts and opinions. Do you feel the way I feel when a manager gets sacked, his bathroom staff should just go along with him, or do you like keeping certain bathroom staff at the club? Um, and the last thing I want to speak about is Stefan Bajcetic. I know it's a mad one. This just let me get it on the screen for you. Where are we? There we are. It's hard to put myself here. Stefan Bajcetic posted a picture from the Access Training Centre on Instagram as he steps up from his recovery from a long-term injury. Now, for me, I might sound critical, but these hopes with Bajcetic returning doesn't interest me one minute. It doesn't excite me. He's been out of football for about nearly 2 years. Bajcetic's been a Liverpool player and developing into a special talent. I think the ship sailed. I think the injuries are worse than what people think they are. For me, and I just know in myself that he's going to get close to fitness, and then he's going to have a setback. It's just going to be a merry-go-round for him. So I think we should either just release him on a free, loan him out, or try and get some money for him if he has a good season elsewhere, or just sell him, just cash in for whatever you can for him. It's the highest bidder. I think I love Stefan Bajcetic. I've got no problems with him. I thought 3 years ago, I thought he was a special talent. I was made up. He was coming through the academy, because he come through the academy first as a centre back, then developed into the midfielder he is. But I think the ship sailed for him. I think we should just let bygones be bygones. So I go to a league where it's much slower, less physical, and just at a young age, just go and let him join the game and rebuild his career elsewhere. I've just got no hopes in him getting back to the player I seen when he got given a chance under Jurgen Klopp. I don't think he'd ever reach them heights again. I think the injuries have affected him badly. I think it's the same as Joe Gomez. Joe Gomez, injuries affected him. He couldn't reach the heights he should have reached, because it's not his fault. It's just his body and it's his injuries, But I think the ship sailed with that one. I think just let bygones be bygones and just get rid, and let's see if we can either develop the youth, which I hope we do, but also just bring in a player who can reach Bajcetic's so-called potential, what we all thought he could reach, and someone who is actually available, because there's no point bringing players in who are going to be unavailable. It makes no sense. But yeah, I've got no problems with Bajcetic. I love him as a player, but when the injuries he's had, it's 80% of the time you don't reach the heights you would expect it to reach. But I think that start fresh going. But I'm excited to see some of the youth players I've watched. We've got a few talents, which in a couple of years I'm excited to see. Like Luca Eden, he's a special talent. I can't wait to see his development in the youth. But yeah, people, that's my thoughts. And once again, like I said, I apologise for not being consistently with videos, but it is hard at the moment with the World Cup being on. Like to bring like evidence. I'm not just gonna come here and just chat shit to you. Do you know what I mean? If a rumour comes and there's nothing behind it, there's no credibility behind it, I'm just not going to do a video. I know you might want me to, but it's just me as a person. I can't do that. You know what I mean? I just can't bring like shit to use and feed you shit and feed just absolutely nonsense. I don't want my channel to be like that, and me as a person, I'm not like that. So yeah, I do apologize, but if anything develops, I'll be there straight away for you. But it was available at 6 o'clock. I'll start do a watch along on my channel, but I will be doing a watch along. I'll be on Liverpool Profits channel if I'm not on mine. So head over to him, give him a subscribe, and join us in a watch along and get active in the comments. And once again, people, up the fucking Red Men.